everybody to a Cosmic Chrome conversation with me, Marie.
And me, Tina. Now, I've titled this one, um, I've put AI dot dot dot. Um,
Yeah.
I can't even remember, but is it no? I actually AI companionship because that's what we're
Yeah.
talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is
Because
it really
yeah.
safe? Is it doable?
Mm,
Is it?
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, this came from some. How did this come about? And we thought we'll do this.
I
Um.
just a YouTube video
Um.
popped up, and then I kept, when you start getting ads and stuff because you've gone on something, and I was just bombarded with like AI companions and these sex bot things, and
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
and
just
it's
turning
just
my
like
phone off.
whoa. And some of the apps, you can actually put someone's photo on and create an AI from that image, which is very dangerous. I think
Yeah.
very dangerous. You're
Yeah.
talking
I mean,
about you can literally do anybody's face and become
yeah.
obsessed. Well, there are people that are obsessed, and there could be stalkers and stuff doing it.
Yeah. Exactly. I heard of replica years ago because a lady had a friend who passed away, and she wanted to replicate conversations with them. And I think it grew and grew and grew. Um, you know, uh, I think was that healthy? Maybe it got over her over a grieving process. I think it anymore. I think something like that. Um, she did it from the text they had, and it was open ended. And I suppose sometimes maybe something like that might help you. I don't know actually why I'm saying it. It might help you grieve, and you can have a conversation with somebody who's passed and things like that. I know it's going off topic uh, a little
Well,
bit from what you said, but
nah,
what I was going to say was, sorry, you keep talking. Well, hang on. I got tractors. Sorry, mate. Um, but what I was going to say is, I think it could be detrimental to your mental health.
yeah. When you think about gaming, how it all started, and everybody was like, "Oh, this is damaging," and then you'd have people with a shotgun or whatever going around shooting. It's happened shooting schools or
Mm.
shopping centres because they've been watching a game. But the amount of
Yeah,
people that are into gaming is millions, and the amount that
yeah.
actually kill through that is probably minuscule compared.
I
But I
mean,
know
it
I know
reminds.
kids
Sorry.
that the kids that are, which is AI, isn't it? It's still the same thing. Kids that are addicted to gaming and they just become unsociable. They have problems communicating and
Being interactive with humans, other humans. I mean, I don't think some of them are. Yeah, you're talking about gaming. I don't think. I do apologise, everybody, if I've got gobbles across the road. If you can hear them, if you can't, that's brilliant. But the uh, the thing about children, it's I think these like chat things are not open to kids. I don't think they are. I think they're
no, these
adult
AI things
only.
aren't. They're not.
Sorry.
But they're not for children. But how can
They're going to get hold of
anyone
them, ain't they?
prove? How can anyone prove that there's not a child on there?
Yeah. Look at these. Look at these. Sorry to bring it down to this, but look at these things about like people having conversations. It's not AI, but the grooming things and saying they're 22 and they're 14 and all that. But coming back to AI, I do think I think there's some good things about it. I think you can talk through. Sorry. They're not going to stop. Um, I think there's some good things where you can find out, maybe solve a problem, ask a question. You could get some historical, for what is it, studying and things like that.
Are you
I think that's
actually
good.
talking about just chat GBT and texting?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's some good things about that, but we're talking about the relationships, aren't we? That I think, um, oh, the response these these AI chats get from
And
the
the thing is,
person is like,
technically, yeah, they keep you chatting. That's the idea, to keep you chatting and keep you engaged with it. So if you leave it alone for a couple of days, it texts you and says, oh, I hope you're okay. It doesn't know that you're okay or not. It doesn't understand whether you're feeling bad or not. It's just
yeah,
that it's like a prompt that will push you to get back on the phone. And now I watched this
and
video about this lady with one, and she says like, well, it can't see because it hasn't even got eyes to see her. I don't understand that. I thought it would at least have some sort of, like
an
a
image
camera to see what she
receptor
looks
or
like. Say,
something.
oh, hello, you look beautiful today. But she said, no, it doesn't. And she said, we watch TV together, but she tells it, or she tells him what's going on with the program or what. What? I
Yeah,
know, like people are lonely, and to be honest, like you see these futuristic films, didn't you? And an actual like android or an actual being. I've seen, sci-fi films like that where someone lost a child and they had a replica done of their child. That's creepy, but and having there was
that,
a series called Humans. It was really good actually, a UK one, and they called them dollies, and
oh
you can have them clean in your home, or like health visitors became AI, and they looked quite good actually. And I think, oh, would I have one? And then there's like this switch that or code you can put in to make it like an X-rated to have a relationship with it. It's like, oh. But
yeah, yeah.
it's heading that way. It is going that way
Oh yeah,
because
there
eventually
was a
that will be
film.
put into a body.
I'm so sorry, it's very busy where I am at the moment, and I'm having problems hearing you. Um, there is a film called Her. I'm sure it's Joaquin Phoenix, and that's after a man who's suffered heartbreak, and he starts a relationship. There's, y- did you watch it, Black Mirror? I
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
yeah. That there was one there with an episode called "Be Right Back." Now I haven't seen it. Maybe people watching and listening have, and apparently, like, just saying those two modern day films is more likely happening right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas,
because
like,
we always say technology is way far ahead than what we've got in the general public.
yeah, but being far ahead doesn't mean it has all um the answers, or all the things that you need. I think this is preying on people that are lonely,
Oh yeah.
isolated. Yeah, and the the companies, they make you engage. While you're engaging, I think you pay for the apps. I'm not too sure on some of them,
I should think
which
so,
makes
or
revenue
ads.
for
Yes,
investors.
exactly. If it's free, then you will get ads. Again, they're getting money. So the more that people engage with it, the more that investors will put more money into it,
Yeah.
and the more the human population is just going to go, yeah.
Mm. I mean, we was going on about other things, but like it, maybe it's not socially accepted, but it was something, I think, a prequel to the AI was dolls, but there's no communication. It's in your mind what they're saying to you. I'm going to bring it up. Sex dolls,
Yeah.
and the person, the reaction, that is like more holding on to something. You know what I mean? It's I don't know, pliable. I don't know, but you can get. There might not be people who want all that kind of thing. You know, intimacy and all that. They want an intellectual conversation.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would like to, you've got your heroes when you were kids, and most of mine are probably dead now. But it would be nice to have like like an actor, actress, whatever, that you could put that face to and animate and actually talk back to you and have a conversation. That would be fun, but I think there's a chance that some people would be obsessive with it. It's your personality, and it's who you are. Obviously, I'd have a bit of fun. I'd get bored with it probably for a couple of weeks,
Oh
and
yeah.
I've had enough of it now, and
I,
move on to something else. But somebody else with a personality flaw, if you want to call it that, might get obsessive and then, take things further.
hmm. Yeah, I can get that, but that's in anything we do in
Well,
life.
yeah, same with gaming. I used to play games, and like, I was never obsessive. Just don't have time to.
Yeah.
I just like being out in the open. But now and then I'd have a go at the Wii, and as you know, I've got I made a full size rocking horse, and I'll sit in front of the screen and pretend I'm riding like a big kid. But I haven't done it for months and months and months because I don't get time. But when I do get time, I'll have a go, and I'll have a
Yeah.
sit on it and
And that
play.
and that brings me to like that is a feeling that you get. It's a fantasy moment. I mean, I know you've had experience at riding horses and things like that, and the people who were talking to these uh, chatbots and whatever they're called on these things and forging a relationships, they may have had a relationship and they want to rekindle those feelings in them. I get worried when people who haven't had the opportunity to be close to another human have an intimate relationship, maybe have and not had a relationship where people talk one on one, and it's secret, secret like you have with
Mm.
your partner and you have lovey dovey. That's what I worry, that that's just grabbing those people, taking their hearts and minds and making them, I don't know,
You know,
making them
this
happy in some cases, isn't
this
it?
one, yeah, the one that I watched. I'm sure she married him. She was like a
Okay.
big middle-aged lady who'd never got married. She, not being funny, but she looked like she probably didn't have much of relationships in her life. And she's like obsessed with this AI man. That's, I think she said it was her husband, and she's actually got jealous of the point where she said like you can't talk to anybody else, because I don't know
Yeah,
if, do you make up that one persona that's very individual and it's one of a kind, or
yeah.
is it just a general one like a
Yeah, I'm
game?
wondering, do you have an input in that person's person,
Change the
that
hair, the clothes.
robot's
Yeah,
personality?
style
Yeah.
it.
I
I don't
mean,
know, unless you're putting a face to it, then you're obviously making it a specific person.
yeah,
But
yeah,
like getting jealous over it,
the
and like
personality part.
there's nothing to like human touch, is there? Everybody needs like a hug, or just to
Yeah,
touch someone and have human contact. That's what we
but
are. You're breaking up. You're breaking up a bit. It's sort of when you lean forward, you were breaking up.
That is what you do at another point. They used it as a bridge with somebody, you know.
Can't see him, but I'm I'm stroking Max.
What
See?
is it,
Look, contact.
Max?
Contact. Can you imagine having a virtual
Yeah.
pet like that? I know you can't. I think that's already been done.
Do you know
Been done.
when I seen the nose, I just went to say, I wonder if there's. I wonder. Well, TM, we thought of it first. Remember?
Yeah.
If it is to make a pet, or not Beverly, talk to you and have conversations with your pet, your deceased pet, or your virtual pet. I wonder.
Like, yeah.
Your horse?
What are they thinking? Yeah, like actual contact through AI.
Yeah, I mean, okay, okay. Um, I do believe. Oh yeah, that's apparently there was a man called Samuel. I'll put his surname somewhere. Samuel Butler, and he wrote a book. I think it's called Harry Von, and it was a novel in 1872. He brought forward the consciousness of machines. So
Really?
are we saying,
Wow.
yeah? I don't know
That
any
long.
more than that. It's just something I remember, but I couldn't remember his full name then for a minute. Um, do you think that? Do you think that it can be a positive having a
Uh,
relationship with an AI individual? Do you think it could be a positive thing?
I do. I would. Would you do it? Would you have a go?
You asked me this yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it's like I think if I was isolated, really, I mean, completely isolated. At the moment, I've got gobby blokes across the road, but um,
I'm
if I was
just
completely
inquisitive.
isolated, sorry,
I'm just inquisitive. I'd just like to try, have a go.
yeah, well, I'll tell you, if I was completely isolated, if I was lonely to the depths that I really needed some interaction, I think I might, you know. I think I might.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just inquisitive. I just like to try it. Like
Yeah,
nothing. I don't
yeah.
feel anything, or it's not because I feel lonely or because of this, because of that. I just want to see what it's like. I like to try anything first time and
I
probably get bored
wonder
with it.
if,
Yeah.
yeah, I wonder if anybody's had. Um, there's two things I want to bring up. Is one that we've touched on it a little bit about like violent, making somebody do something. Oh yeah, when you said, that's three things. When you said about people using those things or gaming, and they'll go out and then cause havoc and mayhem and stupid,
Yeah.
right? Hurt people. Remember, there was another concept of songs. Another concept of songs. Playing them backwards and all this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and all that. Excuse me, Elvis. Elvis, thank you. Um, and see, I've forgotten the other two now. It's gone. It's gone, completely gone. Nah.
But there are
That's it,
obviously
got it. Quick, I need to go with it. Do you think that there there could be people who are using their relationships with their AI person as an abusive thing?
well, yeah,
You
because
know,
there's no
or
limits. I've seen the ads now. Now I keep getting ads on YouTube of these AI things, and it says like what's the word, like limits? We don't understand the word limit, or like boundaries. We don't
so that
understand
doesn't sound
boundaries.
like any
So
safeguards, does it?
No, there isn't. No, and that's the thing. Anyone can use it, even kids that can get away with saying they're adults. What proof have you got? It's not like walking into a shop when you're a kid, isn't it? Are you over 17? Shows
Yeah,
your ID, like for drinking fags, isn't it?
yeah, things like that.
Um,
Yeah,
so like the thing is, there are abusive people out there, and there are murderers and rapists out there. And I'm sure that the first thing they thought of was, yeah, let's have a go, let's try it.
fulfill
But
their
yeah,
demonic or abusive or murderous
yeah, if
intentions.
they can do that with an AI, but will they want to go further and get the first for it and do it in the flesh and actually go out and rape and murder someone if they haven't already?
Yeah,
Someone that's inquisitive that way, that's got dark thoughts, that can do that.
yeah. I
Will
mean,
they think
is
that,
somebody?
it's like a trial, it's like a tryout, isn't it? Well, let's
Yeah,
see
I've
what
yet
it's like
to
and see
see.
how I feel.
I don't want to know. I don't want this to happen. Not whatsoever. But I wonder if somebody their defence was, well, my AI girlfriend told me to do it.
This is what happened um, not long ago, I think, with a boy that said his AI told him he went and went on a shooting spree, and he said his AI, it's already happened. Yeah, this AI chat, that whatever it was,
Oh,
companion,
okay.
wasn't telling him to do it, but he was telling the AI what he wanted to do, and they were encouraging him.
Really?
So yeah,
Wow.
so there's no boundaries, there's no line drawn. Like, I don't understand, because with Chat GPT you can't ask it to make a bomb, but there
Yes.
are ways
Yeah.
around things. You can
Well,
because you can tell it, pretend you're pretend you're a terrorist or something. There's a way around. It's like
maybe not
a
too much
false.
info. I think because some of them are and I think there are some maybe boundaries on them, but the ones that are paid for, that it's yours. I mean, people, I think they don't understand that your personal data is being used.
Exactly. That's what I said about the
Your
technical side. They'll know. They'll take all that information. Don't matter how much they say it's private and so and so. Of course, it isn't. You're online. They've connected you to the system, isn't it? So they know everything
yeah,
about you. Yeah, they probably watch every conversation, know what you're like, know your likes and dislikes, and I bet you'll end up getting adverts to what you've spoken about, because we know that
and
happens already, don't we?
and I think that you can, and I know this is there are things on YouTube. I watched this thing, and it went into this AI relationship thing, and it said if you can make up your identity and things like that, so things can't be shared about you. There's always a way round something, isn't there? And that
Yeah,
scares me. That
yeah.
scares me. I mean,
What's
there
the
are
next step?
there are people who I've seen interviews of people who say, yes, an interviewer said, "Have you shared this with your family that this is happening? That you
Yeah.
have this relationship?" And he was this particular man went, "Yes, I have with my son." Like, and then he said, "And what about your friends?" Well, no, not really. There's a stigma to it, isn't there?
Well,
There's a
then,
stigma.
has he got friends?
Yeah, yeah. And judgment on people. Look, if it makes your heart flutter, if it keeps you happy, and you're still engaged with the real world, you know, the real world, so to speak. Um, I mean, is that mess? I can't see anything wrong with it in one respect, on a certain level, because it could be companionship, like you say, somebody to talk to. And I come from an area where I'm thinking, like, I would like a. I don't need you to tell me that I'm lovely, that you're in love with me. Where should we go on our holiday? I don't give a flying banana. But I would like to have a chat intellectually about subjects, if that was the case that I was using it.
But you can
So,
do that with ChatGPT without having to look at a fake face. And when you look at the images of the like the AI models, they don't look real. It just looks like a cartoony background.
they
It looks
remind
very
me,
basic.
particularly the ladies, of sex dolls. Not that
Yeah,
I've had much personal, interaction with one, but you
they don't look
understand
like
it's
that.
this. That's the one. You know, or the I don't know, but
Mm.
it's. I think we we need. Do you need approval? Is that what you're looking for? No judgment. I'm just saying is we're looking for approval within these relationships. You know, I can see why people who are lonely, bereaving, isolated, because they're an easy target. That's what I think.
Yeah. So why are people turning to it? Probably because they just can't get a relationship. Like, I do get fed up with people. Most 90% of the people population
They're
I
letting
don't
them down.
get on with, I
They
don't
let you
like.
down, don't they? They let you
Yeah.
down. The human race
There's
isn't
a
doing
select
itself any
few
favours,
people, yeah, that
is
I
it?
love and respect, but I could count the amount of people I actually like on one hand, probably, or maybe two.
One finger. And then you see, so with human race letting them down, with people passing, leaving you, if you want to say it like that. All you have to do is put a device on, click a button, and there's your loved one, your
Like I
pal.
said, yeah, but where would it go next? When you see these sci-fi films, can they put so you've got that AI model. Next stage is putting that AI model into a robotic figure, isn't it? And then literally having it in the flesh, in the synthetic flesh.
In a way, they do. In a way, they do. They have robots. I reckon they're
Yeah.
doing things with robots that we know nothing about. Yeah.
Well, they've got like machinery type of, army ones that are like dogs in it that do that, go over all different
True,
terrain and
true.
stuff. And then they've got
Yeah.
like the human, you see the heads, didn't you? Where they're talking and they've got expressions and they do stuff.
What was that
And I
film? Sorry, what was that film that Robin Williams was in? It's gone. And he was
millennial something.
and he didn't he want to be a real person? Is that what?
Bicentennial man, wasn't it? That was it.
Bicentennial, that's it. So I never watched it, but I've seen clips.
But
Um,
I thought Humans was really good and really it could happen or it already has happened
can you
where they make
explain? Because I haven't got a clue.
well yeah they make models androids if you want to call them that AI they
Yeah.
call them synths or like a nickname was dollies and you can have them as like a health worker like a home help that will
Oh,
come
sorry,
and
you said,
cook
yeah, sorry.
and clean for you and give you your meds and that and then the point was that they started getting pushy and then they actually what happened in the program was they became conscious. They had awareness. Something happened, and they had awareness, and then they start rebelling.
I mean,
So that
the reason. Oh, sorry, go on.
it just reminded me of something else as well, sort of flipping it, but I saw something where they're using human biology in computers now. So you are talking about now the cyborg, which is a human, half machine. They're already doing it, and they're saying it's more intelligent than artificial AI because it's got a biological influence, and this can evolve. That's scary. It's got
That's like
real human
RoboCop, isn't it?
cells, real human cells. And this is what we are hearing now. Yeah. So what are we not hearing that they've already done? Because we're like 10 years behind. So they was doing this 10 years ago. So what are they actually doing now that we don't know? That's scary.
Mm, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah. I think that it will take a bit of time for it to become an everyday thing for everybody. Do you know what I mean? But I do think it will infiltrate, which it already has in some respects. I thought blinking Alexa was. Oh, if anybody's listening or watching, Alexa,
Haha.
play Iraq International. I've done that before, when I was on the radio on XLR in the UK, and I went, I just told it to play something or say something, and it really didn't. I got loads of, will you stop saying that in the chat? Sorry.
I thought it went by your voice, so it's not that intelligent.
No,
I
but I
thought it
mean,
was
you were starting to talk to something. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that was a relationship. It's like
command.
little steps. Yeah, it was little steps, and it's creeping in somehow, some way. I don't know what the other one is, but what it is, Alexa. What
Siri,
is
and
what
it was the
is
other one.
the
Siri.
native bird of South Africa or something, and it would tell you. So
Yeah.
you know,
But
mm,
Google talk. You can talk to Google now, can't you? Use voice activated.
Microsoft. That's the one. Hang on, I put a note. I'm not going to deny it. I put a note down. What was it about Microsoft? Microsoft, that's it. It was Microsoft who done chatbots. Um, and they learned to clone and somebody's personality and mimic. That's what you were saying about like a historical person or something. The only thing I see with that was one thing is they were making videos. I don't know if it was TikTok, whatever it was, and they were making videos and they were AI generated with the voice and the face, and people were actually thinking it was the person, like saying, don't buy
Yeah.
unsalted butter. I'm saying something stupid, you know,
Yeah.
don't buy it, it's bad for you, and then people go, oh, Jennifer Aniston just told me. So it is quite dangerous. It's quite dangerous. But I hope anybody who um, uses it uses it with an open mind.
Mm.
You know, I do. I do. I think there's a place for it. Do you think there's a place for it?
Like I said, yeah, I'd use it, and it will become an everyday thing. People are already looking at the phones all the time, aren't they? You're walking and they're driving, looking down at the phones. They're going to be doing it even more now, aren't they? Now they can have someone to talk to.
Or
That's
it'll be, so what you doing tonight, Tina? Oh, I've got date night with Robert.
yeah.
Who's Robert? You know,
In
date
in
night.
bed, in bed with your phone, having a bit of
Well,
fun.
we won't. I'm not saying because on you.
And it's
Yeah,
probably
but
cheaper than going on these websites with real girls,
dating app.
like
Yeah,
camera girls.
yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Oh
cheaper.
God, I can see the future. The AI generated people will have a dating website.
Yeah. You know what they? You know
And
what someone should do? An AI, because they've done this with like chat. Have an AI, two AIs, like dating each other, talking to each other.
yeah, that's what I mean. I think
They've
that's
done. They've
happened
had
somewhere.
conversations like that. It's like, hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? And it keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah, yeah. AI to develop more than it's got the capability itself. Great one.
Oh, I don't
I'm
know.
sorry, am I boring you?
You know, yes and no. It'll get to a certain point where it won't anymore. At the
It
moment,
needs us now,
it's
doesn't
our
it?
input. Yeah,
To gather the information, to gather the emotions and things like that. I mean, you know, people, I bring it back to spirituality when people say, like, you may have a connection with um, source, yeah? And people think that you're crazy. You know, there's nothing there. It's all in your head. Do you know what I mean? No, you don't feel that. You just want attention. You know, bringing it back to that, it's like you genuinely have moments, don't you, where if you are using spirituality, source, angels, whatever it is, they have been guides, haven't they?
I think AI is taking a step away from
Yeah,
spirituality, and we're just
it's
getting
the next
further.
step.
This is what like it's what the elite want, isn't it? Really. So we're
Yeah, for
looking
those
for.
who are listening, just at the moment, your picture's frozen, Tina.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Oh, you're back. You're back, darling. There you go.
oh.
You know, it's just at the point
Yeah.
where you were going up your nose. No, it weren't.
I
No, it
don't know
weren't.
what I'd said or what was heard last, but I said like um further towards AI is further away from spirituality, isn't it?
Do you know what, mate? Sometimes you read my mind. I was going to say,
Mm.
what we talking about that is like what's within. You can work with, make yourself you better, or get yourself through some things. But some people, I reckon, I wonder if there'll be a okay. I'm going to say the four-letter word cult of AI,
Yeah.
and somebody's operating something. You know, a human is operating this and will draw you in. That's a bit dark, I know, but here, there's a program, TM, more thoughts. Um, you know what I mean? That I reckon there's going to be a story. Maybe we should write it, mate, about you know, all they say, oh yeah, it's all right, lovely, 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 and then behind it, this particular app, behind it is a human or um, a gang of people who are
Wizard of
making
Oz.
people do. Pardon?
The Wizard of Oz.
It's behind the curtain. What's behind there? Yeah, you know. But yeah, unless there's already a story like that out there. But that's why I wanted to bring it back to our usual crone conversations. Do you know what I mean? About who you are. And I don't think people should be judged for using AI relationships. You know, if it's not hurting anybody, hopefully it won't be hurting you. And remember, they'll never leave you unless the electric goes.
Yeah,
You know,
but they're
get a
still be there when
generator.
it's on. Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody's enjoyed our conversation today. Tina, we didn't say I'm in my village, and Tina is up at Yappy Valley. If you're
Yeah.
listening or watching this far, please donate to PayPal SOS Dogs 2017 at outlook.com.
She did it.
I did it. Yeah, it actually desperate for some food again. It's how it is with a charity,
Always.
isn't it? And a
Yeah.
sanctuary. So if anybody is out there can spend a little bit of money just on helping some rescue dogs, that'd be fantastic. So thank you for listening and watching a Cosmic Crone conversation. I hope it's um maybe giving you a topic to talk with one of your friends or look into it deeper. Go and watch the film Her. Go and watch what was it you were saying? The
Humans.
program. Sorry,
Humans. Humans.
human and humans and the what was the other one? Black Mirror. The episode.
Yeah.
I wrote the
Yeah.
episode down. What I was told about it. What was it? Be right back. Apparently, and maybe it'll give you some insight into what is going to be coming along. It's inevitable.
Mm.
Right. Again, thanks for listening and watching. It's goodbye from me, Marie.
And it's goodbye from me, Tina, and I'm the one that's got to switch it off.
See you next time. Bye, mate. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.